Here you are, you thief! Surrender, now!
All right! You caught me. I surrender.
I've got it in for you, scum! You're that damn pickpocket who's been sticking his fingers in other people's purses!
Oh, please. Look at me. This is all just a misunderstanding.
Oh, I apologize, my lord.
And I thought such things only happen in Prague.
Drunk, eh? Don't be getting into any trouble, then.
Maybe. It's not against the law, is it?
Of course not. Swig away, friend.
I'm looking for a fella.
I won't tell you anything. If there's something you want to know, check.
Could you tell me more about this Chenyek?
In case you haven't caught on yet, he's not likely to. He's got this place under.
And where can I find...
He'll be here somewhere. He usually sits next to Hugo.
Could you tell me...
No, I couldn't.
And where can I find...
He'll be here somewhere.
Right. One last beer, he says.
Whatever. Just a moment.
I reckon he's been sitting here a while. I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Aye. But I reckon I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Why not?
Because I don't know you. Although the way you're kitted out, you seem like you might fit in here.
Who are you? And you're a people?
Well, I'm Chenyek.
All right. But why all that horse shit about whether I'd fit in with you or not?
Look at it like this. This is a place for a certain sort of people what have their own rules. Although folk usually think we don't play by no rules. Gran.
You don't know me, and you don't want to tell me anything. I get that. But there must be some way I can get you to trust me. I'm sure there are things I can help you with.
Course there is. But we're mainly... Ever since this town got a new lord, we've had to use a...
I don't have any problem with violence.
Most times a fella tells me that, it ends bad. Anyways, if you want to join us and get some jobs, go across the yard to the barn. You'll find Goliath there, and he'll let you know if you're up to it or not. And if you get through that alive, come back.
Who are you?
Well,
all right.
Look at... Although... Gran.
I'll be on my way.
All right.
Got a great batch of beers, Jay. Good day to you.
What's new in...
Nothing much.
One beer after another. Careful!
Would you like to go another... Chenyek sent me. He said yours...
You.
If it's what Chenyek wants, first take that kit off. Take off all your armor. Best strip off on top. Or at least...
Well, shall we fight?
You again? Fine by me. Come on then.
Shall we fight?
Maybe.
I do.
That's that. Ha! Ah! Whacker! Come on then. Bandits! Quick! Cool, You have a good feint.
Thanks for the fight.
Yeah, right. I reckon I'll hardly be able to move tomorrow. Here, I'll get lost before I catch my breath.
Just look at him. He could cut you in half without even pulling his sword from the scabbard.
Heard about it, true, but not even Conrad was there stand against the devil.
What? What are you blabbering about?
You surprise me. Not many fellas can stand up to Goliath.
You know how it is. The bigger they come, the harder they fall. It's all in the technique, innit, mate?
You ain't wrong. If you want to give it another go, have a word with Mole. We have this contest, if you get my drift. What was it you wanted to know?
I'm looking for Goatskin. I hear he used to come here.
Aye. Thing is, ain't nobody seen him here for a few days.
But he used to come here.
Aye. He was here day in, day out. Only this time some burly lads came here and duffed him up proper.
Do you know the men who beat him up?
No. But there were some Jews among them, and that's pretty odd. Seeing as how they don't usually get mixed up in nothing.
Why did they give him such a beating? Did they say anything?
Well, Goatskin is a right knob end. Always asking for it, he is. But I reckon this time it was about his big gob. The last week he was coming, throwing glint around. And when we squeezed him about where he got the coin, he said he was spying for some lord.
And does this lord have a name?
He didn't say. We didn't swallow his yarn about spying anyway. We reckoned he made a score and just wanted to look like a big man.
What happened to Goatskin? Does anyone know where he is now?
No word. But I reckon he's holed up somewhere, licking his wounds. Seems he stuck his nose in a wasp's nest, and he won't be sticking it out again for a while. If you're going to look for him, try it at night. He don't stray far when he's on the job. Usually between Hradek and the horse market. He goes after drunks. So I try asking in the local drinking dens.
All right. What does he look like, though? He can't be the only fella who likes...
God's truth. But you'll know Goatskin when you see him. They call him that on account of how he got kicked in the head by a goat as a nipper. He's got a dent in his forehead you could use for a game of marbles.
Why didn't you defend Goatskin? Isn't he one of you?
He is and he ain't. I'm no saint, but that Goatskin stepped in some nasty shit and then walked it in our door and all. I ain't saying we don't look out for each other, but there's limits, innit?
I'm sure you know the town better than me.
Between the horse market and Hradek, there's the Black Horse, a miner's tavern. Wayman the taverner used to be a miner, and then there's the Big Bathhouse. It belongs to some bloke called Adam. He tarted the place up big.
Any others?
None I know.
Thanks. I'll go and look for him.
I wish you luck then. He ain't the brightest, but he's got a real talent for saving his own skin. Once you're done with him, come by and see us. Seems after all you're a pretty handy bloke. We could use the likes of you.
If you've got some job, so what kind of work?
A job worth just a little test to see that you... What is Wycliffe's first thesis.
Wycliffe's first thesis?
Not a good second question. Which estate has the greatest reformatory potential?
The commoners.
Correct! The Reformation must start from the bottom and ignite like a flame in the hearts of all, so that in the end the Holy Church itself will be set ablaze with purifying fire.
After our talk about goatskin, I didn't think you'd know about these things.
You thought we were just paupers who couldn't count to 5, didn't you? But now let's see who's the pauper. Last question. Who is the rightful king of Bohemia?
Wenceslas. There's no doubt about it.
Indeed. All right. Now let's talk about the job. Maybe this will disappoint you a little, but it concerns Wenceslas's brother. It's he who will secure your place in our humble company.
Well, from what you said, I gather you're not spying for Sigismund. It's rather the other way round, huh?
We call ourselves the Guild. We profess the ideals of equality and brotherhood. Our only law is the Holy Bible. Worldly justice is as fickle as a common whore, yielding to those who are in power.
Justice for me or the gallows. Aren't you afraid to end up there?
Friend, one must be willing to suffer for the truth. Sigismund is a usurper. And the church and the magistrates are but a lowly whore spreading her legs for Sigismund. As long as we go against Sigismund and honour the scripture, our souls remain pure.
What if I go and tell the bailiff you're calling him a whore? Just out of courtesy, you know?
Go ahead. Perhaps you are one of the lucky ones who are not harmed by Sigismund's presence in Bohemia. Maybe you don't mind selling a piece of your conscience by ratting us out. As for me, I will go to the town hall with my head held high. But you?
Yeah, don't worry. I was just teasing you. I think the same of Sigismund. Tell me about your operation here.
We are who we are, and we do what we do. Like the early church of Jesus' apostles, in unity and fidelity to his words. I'm in charge. I plan all our missions. Goliath is the muscle. Knuckles, well, he mostly complains. But he also knows his way around locks. But we're all equal. We share the profits equally, but we don't do it for the wealth. We want to drive Sigismund out of this town.
How can I join you?
You want to join us already? I don't have to talk you into it. That's great. We're not particular about formalities. Let's just have a beer, and then you're one of us.
Here's to the guild.
To the Guild! That reminds me, I'd like to throw a feast for the poor.
Didn't you say you were just ordinary...
We are! And this is where Sigismund comes in. 'Cause he's...
That was a...
Me? No! Listen carefully. Sigismund seized land down in the valley near Pach and built his personal right under our noses. There he stores fancy foods and gifts for his commanders. And for that red-bearded gob of it, sausages, smoked meats, foreign spices, and more fancy delicacies from Italy, Hungary, Slavonia, and all the other shitholes where he owns land. While we're eating porridge and cabbage all the time. You will steal all the food you can carry from that warehouse. And as a nice token, you will leave there... Let's see... What would you leave there?
Stones?
That's clumsy. Cabbage! Get at least one head from the greengrocer. Let him eat for once what we have in our book. But I'm warning you, no, don't even think about slitting. The job isn't to punish some poor sod on...
Got it. What should I do with this?
You'll give it to the beggars. Let them feast like... It's not hard to find poor people in the town. Just there are also tents full of them in Minor Street, Church Street, or Cobble. When you're done, come and see me, and we'll figure out...
Sigismund will be fucking livid he can't enjoy it. Can I expect any help from you?
If you need some tools, that's all I can...
How about some...
Keep a few sausages.
I prefer a grosh.
Jesus looked how hard it is for the rich to end.
I know where you're going with it.
Let's get to...
All right.
Good luck. Farewell.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems. God be with you.
Look out!
Hey, guard, they call themselves the Guild.
Damn, that's a bit above my state. If you don't find him at the town...
Look out!
God bless, and with you.
Come to Pa.
Here, mutt! Aye, come here. Good boy. Good boy. You silly mutt.
God bless you, sir.
I'm Henry. Chen.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Hrudosh, but they call me Hog. Rat and I are the main workforce around here.
What does that mean?
We do what Shenyek and Goliath say.
Tell me about yourself. How did you end up here?
I used to be a guard in the City Watch, but then Sigismund came, and I was running my mouth. So they kicked me out, and I started stealing because I had no choice. But I wasn't very good at it, so I ended up, in the pillory. Shenyek and Goliath were strolling around, and we started talking about what I did to end up like that.
Let me guess. They gave you a job?
Yes! And they taught me how to steal properly.
What do you think of the guild?
The guild's the best thing that ever happened to this town. It brings, hope for a change. For us and all the poor people.
What, crime paves the way to a better society?
Well, robbing a thief ain't no sin. When Sigismund's gone, everyone will be better off. Take care for now. Look out!
Got me with you.
What would you say to another
Why not?
God, what's taking...
Farewell, sir.
One beer, please!
What the? Where are you sticking your hands, you thief?
Come on, then. Let's sort this out.
Easy. Let's talk about this.
What do you think you do? May your thieving... Either you cough up some...
I apologize. I must have made some mistake. But surely you'll gladly forgive someone.
All right. No doubt it'll come in handy one day to be in your good books. So run along. But don't try anything like that again.
You surprise me.
You know how it is. Ah,
You ain't... If you want to give it another go, have a word with Mole.
I'd like to ask something else.
What more do you want?
Thanks.
Well, take care for now.
Is that today's special, or is it part of the decor?
You're new here. Has Chenyek talked the head off?
We spoke.
I'll give you some good advice to start with. Don't listen to his bollocks about a fairer society and the... It's just bullshit. By the way.
You sounded pretty...
Aye. Chenyek talks about sharing stuff fairly and how we don't do it for the money. But you know what? It's horseshit. It's every man for himself down here. And Chenyek just gives it such a nice...
Are you saying he lied?
More like, he didn't tell you the whole truth. I heard from friends that Sigismund has a bottle of very fine... The kind of wine that you don't... I have a buyer for it. So if you bring it to me...
That sounds reasonable.
I knew we'd get it. The wine is in a way... If you find it and bring it to me, I'll give... So think about it. The buyer I got is...
I'll look for it. Chenyek said you could give me some gift.
All that talk about... But when it comes to luck, here's something you might...
Thank you.
Soul, help out a poor beggar. Think of your salvation.
What did I do to you?
Sure does. Go on then. How was it?
What can I... I say.
What are you whistling for?
A whole different world.
Someone's been pampering this
People!
horse.
Good people! Help out! Suffering wretch!
Komm, du... Guten Abend, was brauchst du?
Show me you.
I hope you find what you...
The best wine in Gutenberg! The taste of home and all of Not even Conrad would dare stand against the devil. What? What are you blabbering about? My God, it's very much.
Light broadcast, beautiful colors, bright fabric. The strongest budget from Kashao.
What does that mutt want over here? Quiet! Go away! Sod off! That's more like it, that mangy mutt.
Good day to you. Are you blind?
My humble respects.
Apparently Only the city council is organising another. Repairs to the fortifications.
Are they out of their bloody minds? They had two collections just like, and there are still holes in the wall.
That's true. But what good are fortifications without it?
I tell you, no fucking good at all. I didn't say I wouldn't contribute, but I'm not giving them a single gross until I see cut stone.
Look out!
Feeling better?
Oh, yes.
You can't go there.
I must be mad.
Are you going to start blubbering again and tell on us?
Are you going to go run into the capital, you piece of shit? I've been taking lessons at the Fextal, and I've learned quite a bit already.
Don't shove!
Strong, brave men who can take up arms and not shoot the tools of their trade.
What'll it be?
Would you... I'd like to do...
Aye. Happy to be of service, sir. Careful!
Mind where you're going.
All right.
Good evening.
I'm looking for this vagabond. Goes by the name of Goatskin.
Aye, goatskin. That rings a bell. But I don't come here often. See, if there's something you want to know, ask the miners. This is their tavern.
I'm looking for the...
Is he a mine?
Don't think so.
Yeah, I'd ask the miners in any case.
I'm looking for this
I don't know him. But this... Or Wayman, the innkeeper.
Come on.
Good day. What would you like?
I'm looking for...
I don't know him, but this is a miner. Or Wayman the innkeeper. Take care for now. What did I do to you?
That was something.
Hey! What are you lying here for?
God bless.
I'm looking for a bloke called Goatskin. Do you know him by any chance?
Goatskin? I've heard of him, aye. But we don't come to War Tavern, that's for sure. We ain't no saints. Literally. And we don't stoop to rubbing shoulders with the likes of him. And he ain't interested in...
You said he's not in...
Aye, spot on, mate. For one thing, us yakkers always leave the tavern with nowt in our purses. And besides, you won't want to piss off a drunk yakker, kidder. Goatskin would rather rob some Deutsche merchant. There's...
Any idea what...
Hard to say. And the word is he's got some wench in the bathhouse in the Heradic quarter. Round the...
Do you know anything about his girl? Like, her name?
Nah, I just heard about it. It's raj as fuck. Goatskin, clarty as sin, and a sticky-fingered bugger with a bathhouse wench. Mind, the lasses round here are the canniest. Minging ones didn't work in the baths, like.
That's all I need to know. Thanks.
Who the hell could have known
Why
that
you
the
just
saints would
standing
fuck us
there?
over like that?
Come over here.
we're
I
deep
won't
shit
take
then.
no for an answer.
Your prang is a rotten
Why not?
swine.
I'll sit
And
for
you
a spell.
gave it up without a fight.
Sit down.
It's not my
Have an
fucking
ale,
fault that Peng
and you
fucked
won't
us
be
over.
sorry you
He
did.
stole the stand
I've
from
got
you.
a canny job for you. Hey, what you want, you nebby cunt?
But if we don't get Tony...
You wouldn't happen to have any work...
I'll tell you, we could use a canny bloke like you. Set yourself down here. And if you take the job, you'll get a heap of...
You need a cow?
A cout lad. A strong bloke. I can see you're not for here. We have a bit of fash we need a hand with.
I see. I mean, I actually don't...
And that's just why I need a bloke. Look, I'm Vlach, gaffer of the St. Anthony Pit. They call us the Striped Tonies.
Yakkers?
Aye. There's a heap of shafts here in the mound, and each has its own gang of yakkers, miners. Well, only now, our festival is coming up, and there's always...
Backcast, you say?
Aye, trouble. Fash. King Wenzel himself gave our mound the privilege to hold a grand pitman's shoot fest.
Shoot fest? Like a competition?
And every shaft has its own champion. Winning is a great honour, and we've won the last few years every time. But this year it's fucked. Our Anthony got lost and we can't compete without him. And the Saints are behind it. They want to bring us to our knees.
This Anthony is another miner.
He's no bloody miner. St. Anthony, the patron of our shaft. We have him on our stang.
On your what?
On what standard? Like on a pole.
And who are these thieving saints?
Yaggers from the All Saints shaft. They've had a howfing scene before, but now they're up to their oxters in water. And they blame us for it. Only that's bollocks. They only have themselves to blame for it. Their gaffer, Jorg Preng, he pushed it too fast. So now he's all worked up that they're digging like mad, and they're now to show for it.
So...
We need a fella that the Saints don't ken. Someone who can get in their alehouse and nick our stang back. There'll be a heap of chink in it for you, kidder, if you can do that.
Where can I find that ale?
No bother. It's in the Italian Quarter near the upper church. You can't miss it, kidder.
All right.
The Saints meet and play dice. There's only one way in from below, through an old abandoned mine shaft.
Where can I find the entrance to this shaft?
On the slope, right below the paths of the Heradic Fortress Gate.
What does your standard actually...
It's a red and white stang, like a pole, with a carving of St. Anthony on it, and all gilded at the top.
All right. I'll take care of your fash for you.
I'm glad to hear it, kidder. And you'll definitely get a nice foy for it, but be careful. That foreman bringer theirs is a...
Thanks. I've come about your saying...
Aye? Who'd it go?
I don't have him yet, but I'm on the trail.
I'll read. Get on with it, mind. Me mirrors are getting up a height that we won't get it back. See you later, my friend. I'll read, man.
Let's talk about...
Hey, what?
How can you work all day underground?
It's work like any other lad. But if you're lucky, you get paid more than anywhere else.
I didn't understand much, but...
Aye, it's hard work. But then again, you're a...
What does being a...
Well, what do you think? You work in a shaft, crawl into a place with a pick, to extract a vein of ore. But it's black. It takes a lot of skill with just a lamp in the dark, lad.
Oh my God, why did I even ask? But I reckon I understand it's not just banging some rocks.
The picking is a lot of work, but we also roast, crush and wash the ore. Ore, and the new haulers pump the water up the shafts.
Isn't it dangerous?
Of course it is. There's all kinds of black damp, cave-ins, darkness, and even evil goblins underground. You just can't be scared of everything, lad.
I get it. Mining isn't for the faint-hearted.
I'll tell you, you have to always pray topside and have a good gang that won't leave you in the lurch. I wish you a blessed evening.
You're
Hey!
me.
Stop fighting! God damn
Why
it!
do that? Shame on. You're no butcher. You'll pay for the damn.
Never mind then. I hope his hands rot and fall off. Fucking thief.
It's not what it looks.
Then what happened?
That beast.
What?
I was walking by, and that animal must have got frightened and charged.
You know that's your own fault.
I know. I apologise.
All right, let's leave it be. I'll sort it out somehow.
Hi. Coming right up.
You got to keep your hand on your purse around here.
Greetings to you.
Good day to you.
Same to you.
Aye, celebration's over done yet. Everything's going well.
You shouldn't be bothering us here.
How well things are going.
Please, enjoy the peace and quiet. When it lasts.
Well, please come to your station.
Go sniff somewhere else. What are you doing, prowling about here? What kind of idea is that? Hey! You can't walk around at night without a light. Do you want me to arrest you? Light a torch! You see? That wasn't so hard, was it?
Not even Conrad would dare stand against the devil. What? You're always welcome here, noble sir. I heard about the house of... They say no one stands a chance.
Welcome, sir. What could I...
I'm looking for a fella called...
Do I know him? That fucker is the bane of our lives.
He knows some things.
What would he know?
Do you know where he might...
How should I know? If I knew, he'd wring the bastard's neck in a trice. Last week alone, he robbed 3...
Why does he choose to rob...
A German merchant always has more coin in his purse than a Czech one.
Could you tell me where he...
Hard to say. You know how it is. Drunk and merry gents who can hardly walk. But it usually happens somewhere near the Black Horse, and in the bastard stays clear of the main street.
Have you got any German...
What do you think? No, because words got...
And is Udo...
Of course. He's playing dice, like every evening. I don't know why he comes here of all places. All he...
You know Goatskin, see...
What? Nonsense. I mean, I wouldn't put anything past my girls, but I can't believe they choose to hang out with a vagabond like that.
That's what I heard.
Everyone badmouths whores. You know what it's like. Nobody stands up. But if it's true, then as soon as I found out who, she'll be out on her arse.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And have a word with Adam if you really want to find your goat skin. I reckon he'd be keen to find him. Take care. Good night.
A blessed evening to you.
Have you got anything good to drink?
Of course I do, handsome. Would you...
Yeah, I'll have a drink.
Here you...
Oof.
It'll make you feel real good. How'd you like to have a...
Ugh.
Well, see you later. Have a good evening.
One beer. Bitte. Guten Abend. Wie kann ich dir helfen?
Greetings.
What? Wer bist du? I'm Udo from Taubisch. Nein.
Aha.
Ebenfalls.
Where is it you're from, Goodman?
Gott im Himmel. I have already told you. Aus Tuber.
Ah,
Lang.
I...
Exact. Ich auch.
What are you doing in...
Earning Geld. Everyone.